Simplicity does not have to be boring. What's more effective is to reevaluate everything that you've been doing and eliminate what's not working and implement things that you feel like might work for you. That is exactly what I did. 5'9" brown eyes, shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy. Last year around November, I sat down with myself. What is working in my life? What's the things that I'm trying every single day that I can't keep up with? I would try and I would fall behind constantly. And what are the things that I'm consistently good at? What are the things that I can do continuously without even thinking about it? And it's bettering me every single day. When I did that reevaluation, I found that these 4 areas of my life needed to just be simpler. That for me looked like my beauty, my fashion, my budgeting, and my fitness and nutrition. Those 4 areas in my life, I felt like I was constantly struggling and I had no idea what I was doing. I would never even get the result that I wanted and I was just all over the place. So really sitting down last year, reevaluating, not just say I'm going to start over. I'm using what I have learned so far from trial and error. I used all of the lessons that I learned before and that was essentially my guide, what I needed to continue doing and what just wasn't working. And I will say that this year I've kind of labeled this 4 areas the year of simplicity. Not in my entire life. I'm not a simple person, like, to be honest. Like, I love trying new things. I love being spontaneous and extravagant. However, when it came to these 4 areas, I felt like it was just holding me back so much because I was spending so much energy on it and I wasn't seeing results on any other areas in my life. Like, I would spend so much time deciding what my workout is or deciding what my hairstyle would be that month, but then it's like I have other personal or career goals that I need to achieve, and me worrying constantly about things like that was not necessarily giving me the time that I needed to focus and worry about those aspects in my life. And I don't believe simplicity is boring. Simplicity can bring discipline, it can bring consistency, and over time it can bring results in areas that you really want to see those results. We're gonna break it down in this video and talk about those different areas in my life that I chose to completely simplify. The first one is beauty. Within my beauty routine, we're gonna break it down into like my skincare, my nails, my hair, and my hair removal. So the first thing we're going to talk about is skincare. I think for me, my skincare ties back to my budgeting. I feel like I would be on TikTok, see somebody promoting a product, and I'd be like, oh my god, I want to try that. One of my biggest issue when it comes to my skin is hyperpigmentation. And so if I see like an ad or somebody promoting something when it came to hyperpigmentation, I'd be like, oh my god, like I want to really try that. And I would spend money buying those products, and before I know it, it's not really in my routine and I can't really keep up with using the product, and I find myself just kind of letting go of it or not really using it as often as I would want to use it, or it just doesn't fit in my routine. So I decided we're gonna strip away everything, and I believe I am left with 7 products. Those 7 products, I have my face cleanser, very simple face cleanser. I believe it is the CeraVe face cleanser. It does not make my face feel dry at all. I used to use the Tatcha exfoliant cleanser. I used to use that one, but that one, it's like $60 a bottle, and I was like, I'm spending $60 to wash my face, and the product is just going down the drain. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing product. It's so good. I've loved it. I've used it for years, but I came to a point in my life where I just couldn't justify that much, and now I just use a nice simple cleanser. It comes in a larger bottle, and I'm able to use that for month. Definitely a huge steal when it came to that. Before I go to the serums, I have a toner. I really love this toner. It's very light. So this has been my go-to toner, and the next item that I've been using are 2 serums from the Good Molecule. One of them is a hyperpigmentation serum, and another one is just a hyaluronic hydrating serum. And then I followed it up with this super heavy, thick moisturizer. Honestly, this moisturizer has saved my life, especially in these winter months. I've been using this moisturizer to not only use it on my face, but also on the rest of my body. After that, I follow up with my Super Goop sunscreen. I absolutely love that sunscreen. I don't see myself changing anytime soon. Those products are like my go-to now. I absolutely love the combination of that. I believe that is 6-7 products. I've just decided to remove all of these extra products and just make my skincare process so much easier so that I'm able to stay consistent and keep up with my skincare morning or night. The next thing are my nails. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but this shade of nude, this is by far the best shade of nude. I have tried so many different shades of nude, and this fits my skin so perfectly. This is from Born Pretty, and I absolutely love this nude. Like, this is the perfect nude for my skin. And I have these pre-shaped extension nails, and these are from Beetles. They're so sturdy. Like, I can have these on for 3 weeks. I don't have to think about my nails. Like, before, when I would do a press on, they would break, they would crack, or they would bend. But these ones have like the apex built into them, which is absolutely perfect. Put on this nude and my nails look done without me doing anything extra. Like, I remember I used to worry about what type of color or what type of shape or what type of style I would do for my nails, but just doing this removes the extra thinking. Yesterday when I was traveling, looked at my nails, I was like, my nails are dirty, I need to do my nails, and I knew exactly, I'm like, I'm gonna do my extensions, and I did not have to overthink. I didn't have to think extra. I didn't have to do anything else besides just do my nails, and now I have nice clean nails and they look so perfect. Next thing is hair removal. Oh my god, I have tried everything on this planet except for laser. That is an investment that I plan on making towards the end of this year. Laser hair removal, that is the next thing I will do, but for now I am sticking with waxing. There's nothing else that I've found out there that does the job like waxing does for me. I have extremely sensitive skin, and shaving or doing anything else just makes my skin break out, and I get a lot of ingrown hair and I get a lot of bumps, and I just don't like shaving or any other form of hair removal except for waxing. My next thing that I would try, this is a huge investment, it will be hair removal. Next is hairstyle. I know for us women, especially black women, it's kind of normal for us to try different hairstyles, different braids, different hair colors. So normal. I felt like for me it was taking a lot of space in my mind trying to decide what type of hairstyle do I want to do, just trying to decide, am I gonna go next to do my hair? Am I doing my hair by myself? How long is it gonna take me to do my hair? Last year around December, the end of December, I decided to invest in raw bundles. These are raw Indian bundles, and I have about 4.5 bundles in here with a closure, and these bundles are so good. Every time I wash them, they come back to look so new. Like, I see myself reusing these bundles for a very long time. I absolutely love the quality of this. It was definitely an investment, I will say, very costly, but for the wear that I'm going to get out of this, I don't see myself changing for the entire year except for my honeymoon. I believe I want to do some Bora Bora braids because we'll be traveling and going to like tropical locations. So having Bora Bora braids than like raw bundles, I'm able to kind of swim and do everything that I want to do, and that's it. And next is fashion. This one is kind of a big one for me. I used to buy items based off of something I'm seeing on somebody else or like a trend or something like that, and not really building a uniform that is suitable for myself. What that looks like is a nice sweater. This sweater is from Zara. It's actually my fiance's sweater. This sweater is from Zara, and something like this, I can wear this with a nice pair of jeans or a nice pair of trousers, and I'm good to go. If I can remove the noise of feeling like every time I go into my closet, I have this voice in the back of my head, I'm like, I don't have any clothes, I need to wear something new. I'm like, no, we have a closet full of clothes. You just need to, on days that you don't know what to wear, you don't feel that creative, just pick something that is a uniform for yourself. Create a uniform. Yours could look like maybe a nice t-shirt or a nice button down with jeans, or nice button downs with trousers. It could be a dress for you. It could be a skirt. Find a uniform on days that you just don't feel that creative with your closet choices, and you're able to just naturally gravitate towards that. And for me, I am bringing in more kind of solid colors like navy blues, like olive greens into my closet, blacks, obviously, whites, just neutral colors that I'm able to mix match and wear all year round. The next big thing is budgeting, and I think this kind of ties back to everything else. It ties back to fashion, it ties back to hairstyle, it ties back to nails. Honestly, it just ties back to everything else that I previously spoke about. When it comes to budgeting, I believe just removing the fluff and making it so much more simpler can save your life. I've made a promise with myself. I am not going to invest in an app until the end of the year, until I can confidently say that I have kept up with my budget for an entire year without feeling lost when it comes to how my money is operating, where my money is going, how I'm spending my money. I don't want to invest in an app just yet. That is something I will do at the end of the year. I will reevaluate my entire year, and so then I will be able to invest in an app, something that will help me kind of automate most of the things. But I need to understand first where my money is going, what I'm doing with my money, before I can even talk about trying to automate anything and trying to kind of pass it on to something else. I need to make sure that I am understanding, how is money working in my life? Am I working for it, or is it working for me? I'm simplifying my budgeting, and for me, what this looks like is exactly understanding what my money is doing, when it's hitting my bank account, where is it going, how am I paying myself first. That has been the biggest thing for me. I have two accounts currently. One obviously is for my savings, but then another one, I call this my paycheck account. In this account, I am putting aside money where, for example, if I were to lose my job or something like that, I'm able to pay myself off of that money and still have my savings account. I am currently in the spring season of my life. Like, money's coming to me, it's flowing in every single direction. And even the Bible talks about it. When you're harvesting, you don't just waste all of it. You save some of it. You reserve some of it for the winters and for the harsh days to come. So I would say in my life right now, I am in the spring season. I am getting the fruit of my work for sure. I'm not looking forward to bad times, but it is life. It does happen. So I am preparing myself whenever it does, so I don't find myself stranded in the middle of the road with nothing in my bank account. I feel like in the next year or two, I will be able to build my portfolio. This is a constant conversation my partner and I are having, is how do we grow? How do we build? How do we break generational patterns? And how do we evolve from what we've seen all of our lives? How do we create new patterns? How do we create new wealth for the generations to come? And how do we live a life of comfort, a life of beauty, a life of joy? Those are conversations that we're constantly having. And me personally, like I said, budgeting for me is something that I've just really stripped down and try to simplify as much as I possibly can. The next thing is fitness. This was a huge thing for me, fitness and nutrition. When it came to fitness, I remember last year I really got into fitness, but it was tiring. It was tiring because I would go into the gym without a plan, or my entire week I would kind of go to the gym when I felt like it, or I wouldn't know what type of workout I would do that day or what area in my body I'm really focusing on. And that just brought me all over the place. Even when it came to my food, I had no idea what food is good for me. What am I focusing on? All of these advices on the internet, it is so overwhelming and so tiring. It can really discourage you when you're trying to do every single thing that you see people tell you. There's so many different advices out there. Try a low calorie diet, try a high protein diet, try a keto diet, try I don't know, there's just so many out there. Like, try a watermelon fast. I even did that. Like, that was so stupid of me. There's so many advices out there. I found myself burnt out. And before I knew it, I spent the next 18 weeks out of the gym, completely losing all of the progress, all of the little progress that I had made. Now, what this looks like for me. 3 times a week, I'm going to the gym. We're training lower body twice, upper body / abs once a week, and I am going to the gym. I am doing cardio about 4 to 5 times a week. Until the weather kind of gets nice outside, I think I will go back to walking to the gym. My gym is kind of close to my house right now. I'm about to move, so we're gonna have to find a new gym. When the weather gets nice, I think I will get back into walking a little bit more, because I found that gave me a lot more results. So right now I'm still walking, but on the treadmill in the gym about 4 to 5 times a day. So that just removes all of the overthinking that I was doing before, and I have 5 exercises that I do every single time when I go to the gym for those 3 days. Simple exercises. We're not doing anything extra, we're not doing anything special until I see results. That is the deal I have for myself. Then we might add in some more little things here and there. I might try different things, maybe Pilates, maybe yoga or something else, depending on what I look like 6 months from now. And also when it comes to my diet and nutrition, I'm just focusing on a high protein diet for now. Because I'm lifting heavy, I need a high protein diet in order for me to build those muscles and actually see my body tone and like get lean. I am not a gym girly. Like, I also look out to other people for advice. So there's this YouTuber right here. I will put her face on the screen. I absolutely love her advice. It's just raw, straight to the point, no fluff, nothing extra. I love her content so much. Sometimes we'll go on her page and kind of try to get advice, but I'm also trying to not do that too much, because everybody's body type is different. So do what works for you. Try things with an educated guess as to what might work for you depending on your body type. Like I said, these 4 areas of my life used to just take up a lot of mental space. So I highly encourage you, instead of just saying new year, new me, we're already in March. So maybe you started in January and you're already feeling yourself kind of falling off. Reevaluate. You don't need to wait for the next year to do this. Look at what's working, what's been working, what's not working, and simplify certain areas of your life. If for you it looks like scheduling things in advance or laying out things for yourself in advance, go ahead and do that. I encourage you to simplify certain areas of your life so you can use that mental space to really pour into projects or into areas that are a little bit more demanding. For me, I am going back to school. I am teaching college courses. I am working full time. I have a wedding to plan. I am moving. We're about to go on our honeymoon. And so it's just a lot of things going on that require me to actively like pay attention to those. And I don't want all of these areas to also be areas in my life where I actively need to decide constantly. And I feel like I would be taking precious time and spending it on areas that don't really matter. Like, they still matter. I still want to look good. I still want to feel my best, but I want to make unconscious decisions that would bring me closer to my goal and not constantly have to think about it. Simplicity does not have to be boring. It can be a tool that you use to get closer to your goals, to accomplish what you need to accomplish. If you stayed here for this long, hi, my name is Bonheur. My sole purpose and goal this year, it is to experience, it is to exist, and it is to simply live my life to the fullest. Go ahead and like this video, leave a comment. Let me know, what are areas in your life where you're like, I might need to simplify this. I might need to strip down everything and just make this so much simpler. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.
5'9" brown eyes, and she in the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy.